Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss about variable length arguments. Now, before going to variable length arguments, let us discuss why these variable length arguments are required. Now, if you want to add two numbers with function definition, you have to write a definition like f which receives two numbers. That means two parameters. Now I will print a plus b. Now I will call this function add 8 comma 6. I will run this. You will get output as 14 because 8 plus 6 is 14. Now my requirement is add three numbers. So a comma b comma c. And I will print a plus b plus c. And now I will call this as add 7 comma 6 comma 5. Now you will get output as 14 and 7 plus 6 is 13, 13 plus 5 18, 14 and 18. Okay. Now if I want to add four numbers, now again you have to write a definition as add which receives four parameters a comma b comma c comma d and print a plus b plus c plus d. Now again I will call this function. 8 comma 7 comma 6 comma 5. You will get output as 26. Now if I want to add 1000 numbers, then so this function writing is not good. This way of expressing the function is not good because for every requirement you need a separate function definition. So this way is not good. So we have a concept called variable length arguments. Variable length arguments when the same requirement, that means the same function with different arguments, different length of arguments. If I want to pass two numbers, it should return 3, 1 comma 2 as 3. If I want to pass three arguments, still the same function should receive the three arguments and it will give the sum. For that, I have to write function definition like this: add args. This asterisk represents you can give any number of arguments. Args. This colon represents the beginning of the function definition. Now I will print formal arguments and sum is 0 because we are receiving multiple arguments. We want sum of that arguments. We need to declare a variable called sum, and we have to set it with 0. Then I will iterate the loop for I in list of arguments. So args. So collection is in args. So I will increment the loop one by one, increment the sum variable by 1. So sum is equal to sum plus I, and I will print as sum of all numbers equal to args plus sum. Now this is my function definition. Now how to call this? Add 1 comma 2. Let us say 1 comma 2. It will give you, okay. Now we have to find the size. So okay. So here formal arguments is 1. That means whatever the first argument given is 1, and the sum of all the numbers, that means formal argument plus the remaining argument. So here the sum is 3. If I pass 9 comma 8 comma 7, now it will give you the output as formal argument is 9, and sum of all numbers is 9 plus 8 17, 17 plus 7 24. Okay. Some more function callings like add comma 5 comma 10. So when you call this function, you will get output as formal argument is equal to 5 and sum of all arguments equal to 15. And if you call the function as 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, now it will give you formal argument equal to 1 and sum of all numbers equal to 5 to 6 by 2, that is 15. Right? Okay. Now this is about the variable length argument, and we shall discuss with one more example. Def and function, the function name is function. So it will receive any number of arguments. So how to express that? Asterisk a, that's all. Then we have to find the length of the arguments, length of a, and we have to assign into sz. So now sz will contain the length of arguments. Okay, now print total number of arguments is sz. So the length of arguments received by the function is sz. Now I want to print all the contents in the function. That means whatever it received as arguments, I want to print it. So the total number of the contents in arguments are. So contents received are, contents are, contents in arguments, contents received as arguments. No, for that I need to write an iteration. So for that I will write a for loop for I in the collection is in A. So A, and I will print. Now each content is in I. So I, and give some space. After that, give some give a new line after each content. Now after this function definition, I will call this by, if I give function of 1, okay, function of 1, this is an example for single argument. So the total number of arguments is 1 and the contents received as arguments are 1. That's all. And function of 1 comma 2, so the total number of arguments are received by the function are 2. So the total is 2 and the contents received are 1 comma 2. Okay. One comma 2. Then so it can receive list also. Function of list of numbers, that is 5 comma 7 comma 2 comma 8. Now the contents received in arguments are 5 comma 7 comma 2 comma 8. Now it can receive list, it can receive tuple, tuple is expressed as 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. Now the contents are 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8. See this second out. Yeah. Now it can receive strings. Hello all. So how many arguments are there? Hello is one argument and all is one argument. So the total number of arguments are 2. The contents received are hello and all. See this? Now one more function calling with mixed data type. India 1, 6, matches. So it received string as well as numbers. So here how many arguments are there? India 1 is one argument, 6 is another argument, matches is one argument. So total number of arguments are 3 and the contents received are India 1, 6 matches. Okay. Now this is about the variable length arguments, and the next video is about the lambda functions. Okay, bye.